Hey, this is Godby's Gems for you. I am a Paparazzi independent consultant, and this quick video is just how we played bingo at using Facebook Live. So my husband showed the pieces tonight, and I did the computer side of it. So there may be ways to do this by yourself. I haven't figured it out yet, but it worked really, really well for us. We did end up having way too many winners, which it happens. So here's your first suggestion. We were going to pull 50 numbers. We had about 50 pieces to pull, and I had the people choose numbers between 1 and 100. If I were to do it again, I would have them choose numbers between 1 and 200. We only had 2 people playing, which that's fine. They had to pay $10 for their card, which got them 2 free pieces. So essentially, they paid for their pieces anyway. And anytime they won bingo, which was 5 numbers, then they got an extra free piece. So what we did, though, is all they had to do is send us 25 random numbers between 1 and 100 that they wanted to be on their bingo card. And then I typed them into Excel. They could monitor them at their house. If they wrote them down, that was fine. And then I did a conditional formatting in Excel that showed me when their numbers got called. And I'll show you how to do that really quick. It's very, very simple. There's only one side of the catch of it was I haven't figured out yet how to see instantly how many they have called. I always just had to count, and I'll show you what that means. But overall, it went really well. We had one person win 3 pieces and one person win 2 pieces. So that's the reason why I would suggest out of 50 numbers that we were going to call, quadruple that. So we told them to, we should have told them to go from 1 to 200, basically. So we would have had less wins. Alright, so let's go to Excel. This is the actual game that we used. You can see over here, I numbered it from 1 to 100. So that way I could see as my numbers were called. It will automatically change it to yellow for me when I called the number. Well, my husband called the number, and I put the format in. And then this lady, Karen, these were her numbers that she chose randomly. And Carrie's numbers, I typed them here. And all I did was, like, during the Facebook Live, I said, if you want to play bingo tonight, it's $10. I'll invoice you at the end of the night. Just send us, type in 25 numbers into the comments. And then as they typed them in to their comment on Facebook, I just typed them into Excel. So I'm going to show you how this works. This is the blank version of it. These are my numbers from 1 to 100. Again, I would go up to 200, so you'll need some more columns. Here's Karen's numbers and Carrie's numbers. They weren't allowed to repeat any numbers. Okay, so let's do a sample game. I blacked them out. You do not have to black them out, but I blacked them out because I thought it helped. It made it catch my eye better. So you're going to highlight all of your cells that you have numbers in. Let's come back up. Let me clear all the rules that were in the sheet. Okay. So I've highlighted all the numbers. You go to Home. It's one of your tabs at the top. And right here on the right it says Conditional Formatting. Click it. We're going to go down to Manage Rules. So this is how what I was doing during the video. So my husband was over there. He's showing the pieces. And then we did a random number generator and randomly generated 50 numbers, 1 to 100. And then we had our numbers in that order. So that way they were pulled randomly. So he would just show them. So he would show number 84, and then the next one could be number 1. And it helped that way. So as he said the number, so let's say he called number 84. You click New Rule. Go to the second one. It says Format Only Cells That Contain. Come down here. Change from Between to Equal To. He said 84. Click Format. And I wanted it to highlight yellow, just any different color. Click OK. Then I click OK. Click Apply, and you'll notice it instantly popped up over here. That's one of the numbers that I had. None of the ladies didn't choose an 84. So let's try another one. So his next one he called was number 1. So you click New Rule, format cells that contain only, go to equal to 1. Change the format so you can see it. And you see, so far, like to me, this is a 2-person job. He's shown the pieces, calling out the numbers, and all I did was come over here and I was clicking the stuff in. Click apply. What happened? Alright, so let's see, something happened. The cell value 1, it should have popped up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Let's go over here and see what's going on in this cell. Oh, look right here in the corner. There's a comma there, so I must have typed something funky on there. And there's the format changed. So let's highlight them again. I need to zoom out a little bit. The other reason why I liked having all of the numbers right here on 4 columns, you can use as many as you want, is I zoomed it out so that I can see them all pop up instantly. Because at some point we actually only printed like 47 numbers and we needed 3 more. So I was able to look on here and actually on our active game and see which numbers hadn't been called yet. So that works too. So let's go back to our sample game. Okay, conditional formatting. I'm going to go to manage rules. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth. It's just on here. Okay, new rule. Pick a number. Let's go with 25. Okay, format cells that contain between equal to 25. Change the formatting. Click OK. And apply. There you go. So you see now, Carrie, that was one of her numbers. And all I did was, you just keep doing this, and then when I saw that Carrie had 5 numbers pop up, I said, Carrie, you got a bingo. She knew it because she had it over there, but I knew it before she did because it's basically instant. Alright, well that's it. That's the gist of it. This is how we played bingo. Like I said, I would strongly suggest for every 50 numbers that you're going to call out to show your pieces, that you have them pick between 200 numbers. So you'll have less chances of winning, because otherwise you're just giving away your jewelry. And that's kind of what we had to do, but lesson learned. Alright. Have a great day. Let us know if you have any questions. Bye.